Hi, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chizaram. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to actually fall in love with your natural hair. Regardless of the hair type you have, it will apply to every hair type in the world, regardless of the hair type you have. But some tips, like I think one tip is going to be a bit tailored to type 4 hair. So stay tuned till the end. Thank you. I hope you find this video helpful. Now, natural hair can be like overwhelming, especially if you're just returning to it, or if you're transitioning and you're just trying to find a way to care for hair that you were never really taught how to love. Like, hardly any of us were taught how to love it. For us, like, and so for some people that are older, most of our hairs were just permed or relaxed when we were younger, or just put into braids, put into sleek ponies all the time. And if making the decision to return natural or making the decision to transition to natural hair can be overwhelming, and it can be a lot, and it can be really difficult if since we do not know how to care for our hair. So today I'm going to focus on how to actually love your hair, how to actually care for your hair, how to love your hair and everything. So now the first point I have is kind of a no-brainer, but I don't actually think that we consciously think about it. The first point is embracing your hair texture. If your hair is coily or curly or wavy or straight, embrace it. Don't try to fight your hair. If you try to fight your hair will work against you. So like, listen to your hair, embrace your hair texture, figure out what your hair needs and embrace your hair texture. Work with your hair, not against your hair. And by figuring out what your hair needs, you need to experiment with different styles. And that brings me to my second point. You have to experiment with different protective styles. Now, this is why I said at one point it's tailored to type 4 hair. There are different protective styles. There are twists, and it can be twists, mini twists, maxi twist, medium twist, micro twist, and it can be flat twists. There are braids, there are mini braids, maxi braids, micro braids, flat braids, that's cornrows. There are bonds, there are African threading. That's also what was called, I think, Chico. There's a whole lot of protective styles, and what may one person may like, you may not like. So as they say, one man's food is another man's poison. So you have to experiment with different styles to find out what you actually want and what your hair actually wants. So currently I'm on braids, and these are loose braids, like maxi loose braids. I don't think they're maxi, but like medium sized loose braids, yes. But usually I'm a sucker for mini twists, but I why am I confining myself to mini twists when there's a whole lot waiting for me out there? So I decided to try braids. The first time I did braids, I did mini braids, and I did it myself. I didn't like it because it was too tight, so I decided to try loose braids, and I really like it. And I'm seeing that it's not just twists that's there for me. I still love twists, but I can see that there are other styles out there for me, and that is because I have tried this style. For the third point, romanticize your hair care routine. Like, change your mindset from like, I have to do my hair. Oh, today is wash day. I have to wash my hair. I have to do this one. I have to come and dangle. This thing is too long. Change it to, wow, I get to actually wash my hair. I get to actually take care of my hair. Isn't that wonderful? This particular point doesn't just apply to hair as well. It applies to like every walk of life. Wow, I get to go to work. I get to work for my own money. So that's what I'm just saying. Like, change your mindset to like, wow, I get to take care of my hair. I get to take care of my crown. Isn't that beautiful? I know it can be really stressful, but really changing your mindset is everything though. It may not be everything, but mindset is 90% of everything. So once you change your mindset, you romanticize your hair care routine. So once you start falling in love with your routine, you get to actually fall in love with your hair. Yeah. So now to the last point I have. This is going to be a very brief video. Last point, and this is actually very like important, is don't compare. You can be returning to natural hair, or you can be transitioning to natural hair from relaxed hair or permed hair, and you are noticing that people that transition after me have longer hair than I do. People that cut their hair after me have longer hair than I do. Their hairs are fuller. Why is my own just this length? Instead of you looking at what other people are doing, how other people's hairs are faring, focus on your own hair. I know it can be troubling seeing that your hair is stagnant and everything, and that's when you should look for what your hair is lacking. That's when you should listen to your hair. Maybe you've been working against your hair. Maybe you have not embraced your texture fully, and so you don't realize what your hair needs. Maybe you have not experimented with different styles. You have not experimented with different routines, and so that's why you don't realize what your hair needs. What I'm saying is that you don't compare, like focus on your own hair. Once you focus on your hair and realize what your hair needs and everything, then you know the steps to take. For example, myself, I noticed that my hair had been one particular length for 3 years, like for a long, long time. Then I was like, oh, I want to cut off my hair. I told one of my acquaintances, and she said that I should not cut off my hair. That have I tried any other thing? Like I just said, I want to cut my hair like that. Have I tried any other thing? So she recommended a brand to me, and I didn't love the brand at all, but it gave me like hope. Should I say hope? Because I started experimenting. That's when I now found the brand I use now. That's when I found a lot of creators that taught me how to love my hair. And I noticed that one thing that my hair lacked, one thing that my hair was desperate for, was moisture. My hair was so dry. That's what was causing my hair to fall out. It's not as if my hair was not growing. My hair was growing, but it was falling out as a faster rate than it was growing because it was very dry. So once I incorporated a very good moisture routine, I started washing my hair very well, moisturizing my hair, keeping it in protective styles. I noticed a significant difference. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you really enjoy and love your natural hair journey. Take care of your hair. It is your crown.